Hi, Jonathan York from Bay Financial Partners, looking at investment markets. Quite an interesting end to the week last week. New Zealand time, Saturday morning, the US unemployment data was released, and that was a little bit weaker than anticipated, with just over 140,000 jobs created. That's the weakest reading on that number for about a year now. Now, traditionally, there has been a lot of mistrust in the August and September numbers, so it'll just be interesting now to see if that is followed through with the next release in early October. Certainly, the US economy is pushing on at quite a reasonable rate. The stimulus is being removed gradually, and that should now be finally removed by October. And then it's just a question of when the Fed will look to start to increase rates. And again, there's a little bit of a split sort of forming within the Fed now. Some of the sort of hawks are pushing for an earlier rate rise than the market's sort of looking for at present. All of this comes on the back of the surprise move again by the ECB, where they cut rates further and announced some further purchases out there to try and support the economy. And it's almost sort of quantitative easing by stealth. It's a lot more difficult for the ECB to implement a full quantitative easing like the US did, given the large number of people they have to sort of try and satisfy and the various states of the economies going forward. But certainly the move from the ECB has been supportive for equity markets, and they did push on a little bit further towards the end of last week and early part of this week. Here in New Zealand, it now looks like the Green Labour electricity reforms won't now be implemented or sort of pushed forward, and that's seen most of the power companies rise in the early part of this week. Obviously, though, the major news this week for the New Zealand market will be the Reserve Bank announcement. No one's expecting any change on rates out there, but it'll just be interesting to see if there's any statement that accompanies that announcement. Still expecting New Zealand rates to continue their upward momentum early part of 2015, with the next rate rise coming through in that period. Interesting to watch the New Zealand dollar as well. That's come off its highs quite a reasonable way now, and that is benefiting some of these export stocks that are seeing increased revenues coming through as the New Zealand dollar falls. So really quite a bit happening out there in the markets, and it really is a good time to sit down and get that portfolio reviewed. And call us on 0800 867 323, or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz for lots of interesting articles. We look forward to speaking to you soon.